when I see members of Congress, when I see Ted Cruz, pushing this idea of the Ray Epps conspiracy, which, by the way, has been a conspiracy almost taken as gospel for about 2 or 3 months, that somehow Ray Epps was an FBI agent, and somehow everybody is so dumb that even if he was an FBI agent, which he wasn't, that one FBI agent incited everybody to do something like tear up the Capitol. I mean, what do you think of your own base and voters if you think they're that gullible? But what happens is the reaction is always some circular argument to come back to point out something different, and people will accept whatever reality feels good to them. All I can do is tell the truth, because ultimately, these people pushing these lies and conspiracies, J.D. Vance this morning is pushing this Ray Epps idea. They will pay for that someday. They will pay for that because the truth always prevails.
A few days later, on January 19th, a SWAT team with armored vehicles showed up at his home. Officers pointed rifles in his face and took him to jail. He spent 49 days in solitary confinement. What he went through is described in a fantastic new piece by Julie Kelly in American Greatness. Initially, prosecutors accused Caldwell of plotting an attack on the Capitol, even though he never even went inside the Capitol building on January 6th.
Here's something that was revealing. Adam Kinzinger, I guess he's part of this January 6th committee, and when asked if they will have enough to have some kind of a finding, he answers that question in a very unusual way. He said that they will have they believe they will soon have a, quote, powerful and substantive narrative. Narrative? Narrative? Wait, what? And then he went on to say that even though they didn't have everything maybe you could have, they have a lot. And so he says, I think if everything shut down today, we'd be able to put out a powerful and substantive narrative. We still have more information, obviously, we want to get, he added. Now, who uses the word narrative in that context? Now, I do understand it's a correct use of the English language. I do understand that if he has no political intentions whatsoever, the word works, right? It is actually a correct word to describe somebody who could put together a story with all the facts that they know that would give you a good idea of what was happening. I guess you could call that a narrative, right? But don't we almost always use that word to mean bullshit? Don't we? When was the last time you heard narrative without knowing that the context meant bullshit? I don't think I've never heard narrative used outside of the context of obvious bullshit. Have you? I mean, seriously, have you ever heard the word used in any other context other than bullshit? I feel like Adam Kinzinger just admitted that the entire process is bullshit. Can I get my FBI lie detector guy? Hey, got some more work for you. Get over here, FBI lie detector. What does it mean when somebody says that their own story is a narrative? It only means one thing. Am I wrong? What is the second possible interpretation of that?
Democracies are not defined by our bad days. We're defined by how we come back from bad days.
Obvious bullshit.